Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to do like a little wellness favorites video because I've got a few bits here that I've just been obviously absolutely loving and I really want to share with you. Let's kick it off. This is the first thing, which is a supplement organizer. This is not a new concept. This is nothing revolutionary either. Like everyone's heard of a supplement organizer or a pill box organizer, but honestly, how many of us actually get this kind of stuff and actually use it? Because I know I definitely didn't. I mean, I'm a naturopathic practitioner and, you know, I don't have any issue remembering to take my supplements. So I always looked at something like this like, I don't need that. No. I got this in the last couple of months and I cannot explain to you how much this has elevated just my well-being and like how easy things are. Like I think the word to explain this, it's so efficient. Like, and that's really what you want when you're just trying to say we're really consistent on your, you know, on your health and supporting yourself. The easier something's gonna be, the more likely you're gonna stick with it. So definitely if you're someone who does struggle to remember to take their supplements and you can be a little bit hit and miss, you definitely need to get one of these because I promise you it will change the game for you. But even if you are someone, you know, like myself who thinks like, I remember to take them, I don't need an organizer. There's something so game changing about taking out that step every morning of having to get your supplements out and then like, you know, individually do things. Waking up, going downstairs, you know what I mean, and just grabbing out the day and then literally just going like that and you're good to go, done. Like there's something about that efficiency that it really just does elevate things. I just can't explain it, honestly. It's just something you have to experience for yourself. I will link this exact one down below. This one has 2 compartments, so morning and night, but you can get them where they have morning, midday and night if you have to take, you know, 3 times in the day. Okay, sticking with supplements, the next thing I want to talk about is this organic bitter spray. This one is by Biogena, but honestly, you don't have to go like necessarily for this brand. The point I just want to talk about is just having bitters in a spray format. I believe in the US, Organic Olivia does a really nice bitters formula as well. But yeah, the organic bitter like spray format is so great to have as like a little tool and hack. Just before I go any further, you know, to go into the why would we take bitters? Bitters are fantastic to stimulate your digestive secretions, particularly your digestive enzymes, which are responsible to break down your food. So it's a really nice way to support that natural digestive process and help stimulate it and keep it nice and strong, essentially. But where the bitter spray comes in is, yes, one, it's great for traveling, great if you are someone who's on the go and you struggle just to keep up with, like, let's say having bitter foods with your meal all the time. It really just helps fill that gap and keep you consistent with the support you're doing. Okay, another supplement product I want to speak on is this magnesium gel by Better You. I absolutely love this. I would say it's definitely up there as one of my most frequent recommendations of clients because one thing's for sure, majority of people are magnesium deficient. Magnesium firstly is needed for over 300 functions. It is such an important mineral in the body. It's in so, you know, such high demand. But the thing is with magnesium, I mean, there's lots of things to go into this, but definitely from a quality of our soil perspective, like we just don't get enough magnesium through our food and diets anymore. So this is definitely a mineral which is very beneficial to consider when you're thinking about maybe wanting to supplement. Now, when it comes to supplementation though, the other side to this is also questioning, are you absorbing it properly? And this is where magnesium gel comes in because transdermal magnesium is always absorbed the best. So if you are not really quite sure how well you're absorbing your magnesium, let's say you haven't done any kind of like testing and you're not really too sure what's going on internally, a magnesium gel is actually a really good place to start because it's a really nice gentle way to get your magnesium intake, but also it absorbs really well through that transdermal source. On the instructions on the back, it will say apply at a small pea-sized amount. So you want to start off only a tiny little bit. And first you also say that might tingle. Like if you're deficient in magnesium, it might tingle on the skin when you apply it. So you want to start small and then slowly like work his way up a little bit, but you don't need to be lathering yourself head to toe. That's not this kind of product. It's not a body moisturizer. This is still a supplement, right? So you only want to apply like a little bit, but because it's so easy to apply, you can keep up with applying it every day pretty easily, you know, so you can be consistent with it. If you want to see results within your health, you have to be consistent. Okay, I'm going to switch gears now and actually talk about an app. So I'll put a picture of what the app is on the screen. So it's called Insight Timer and it's basically what I use for breath work. I'm obsessed with everything I talk about in this video, okay? But I'm about to say like, oh, obsessed with this app, okay? I talk about breath work a lot with clients, but I do understand. It's one of those things, it's very easy to talk about in the moment, and then when you go off into your day-to-day life, it's then like in one ear, out the other. Don't actually practice it, don't actually start getting that habit into place, and it's just something that just gets left, right? And then you have a follow-up and then it's like, oh yeah, I didn't do that, do you know what I mean? So what I have to focus on as a practitioner is helping to give my clients the tools of how they're actually going to get that habit into their day-to-day life and how we're actually going to get that ball rolling. And that's where Insight Timer comes in, because it basically takes the hard work out of doing breath work. Because basically you go on the app, you just click on breathe, and then you can literally filter the tracks. So I say to my clients as well, like, start off with like 3 minutes of breath work. Don't set yourself this huge goal like I'm gonna do 10 minutes a day, because honestly, like, even though that might sound like not a lot of time, 10 minutes, from where we're starting off, 10 minutes is a long amount of time, and you're just not gonna stick with it. You're not gonna get into that. Start off with a really, really small goal, like 3 minutes, get that going, start feeling the benefits of doing breath work, you know, because what breath work is going to do is it's going to really help, you know, center the nervous system. It's going to really help calm the body down and keep you in that parasympathetic state. So, you know, experience the feeling of how even 3 minutes feels, so then you can then gain the motivation from that as well to be like, oh my god, yeah, that actually did feel really good. Do you know what I mean? So then you've also got that going behind, you know, you getting the habit in place. This is a free app, by the way. I should have said that at the beginning. This app you don't have to pay for. This is all free, and you just go through and you can just go, oh, that sounds nice. Oh, breathing break to calm your nerves, brilliant. Click on that, pop your headphones in, press play, and you just follow it. It's guided, right? So you don't need to do any of the hard work. You don't need to sit there and think like, oh, what breath work pattern should I do, and like be the one disciplining yourself. You just pop your headphones in and someone guides you. Particularly living in a world that's so fast paced, so stimulating, do you know what I mean, with technology, like all social media and, you know, just everything just we have in our day-to-day living. It's very anti really our nervous systems, honestly. I'm sure you probably have heard, you know, people talk about the fact that in the world that we live in, like, our body just doesn't understand the difference between, you know, running late for a meeting and like being chased by a tiger. Do you know what I mean? Our nervous system is just always in that, oh my god, panic, fight or flight mode. Like, breath work it's just worth its weight in gold. So definitely check out that app. So I want to talk about a company called Fierce Nature. Now, before I go into talking about these products, I just want to start off with the fact of, when it comes to skin, particularly, I mean, this definitely does apply to the face, but I'll talk about the face separately in a second, because when you're acne prone, I'm actually not someone who's like all for natural skincare, because I actually think a lot of natural skincare can be a disaster on acne prone skin. So I do have a bit of a line when it comes to my face, but when it comes to my body, I definitely do try my best to only use products that are good ingredients, that are more natural, do you know what I mean? That I'm not putting loads of chemicals and toxins all over my body, because your skin is one of your largest organs, right? So whatever you're slathering on your body on a regular basis, you are absorbing, and that, you know, we may not think it's having an effect, but it does, okay? So we really want to be picky, you know, about the ingredients that we're using, and that's where Fierce Nature comes in for me. So this is a brand that is obviously newer to me. It's based on tallow. So they use tallow, which essentially is beef fat, which I know if you've never heard of it before, you'll be like, oh, like that sounds a bit weird. Like, you know, I don't know if I want to put that all over my body. Honestly, tallow is one of the most moisturizing and nourishing ingredients you could put on your skin. It's very ancestral, actually. So, you know, this is very, very ancestral, kind of natural beauty, essentially, in terms of ingredients. But one thing I can just speak on is how well it works. When I say to you, the first time I used, so this is the whipped balm with olive oil. When I first used this on my body, I was like, honestly, like, it was like a jaw-dropping moment. I could not believe how moisturized my skin felt 2 to 3 days after I applied this. Normally, I put on a moisturizer on my body. It feels great in the moment. I'm like, yes, you know, nice and hydrated. And then the next day, I have to do it all again. Do you know what I mean? And like, because your skin then feels dry. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of in that cycle of using of your body products. This is like a complete different experience for me. I apply this to my legs and shower, like full on shower. I could even do like a full body shower, like the hair, the lot, and my skin still feels moisturized, honestly, from like using this maybe like 2 days prior. I still apply a bit more to my skin, but like it's like my skin is just so much happier since using this. One con though, which I do just want to mention, because this is definitely something that was very important for my experience, is I personally am not a fan of the smell of this on its own, like without a scent. I mean, to some people it might not bother them, but for me, like it's not the smell like when you apply it, it's when it sits into the skin. I just didn't like the smell of that, and then because of that I then stopped like using it so much. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like I don't want Rob hugging me and being like, hun, you stink. Do you know what I mean? So they do ones that have essential oil in them. So I think they use sweet orange oil, and that's actually what I ended up doing. I actually ended up taking all the balm out, putting my own sweet orange oil actually into it, mixing it all back up, and then putting it back in the tin, and now it smells lovely. Okay, I've got a new hair care product, which is honestly so new. Like I literally got this 2 weeks ago, but it is that good. I was like, no, this is definitely going in this video. My hair definitely can go very frizzy for sure, but also can feel very, very dry. And all I want in my hair, all I'm asking for is I just want that lovely, soft, you know, sleek feeling hair. Like I just really want that healthy, soft feel to my hair, and it not feel like dry and like not crispy, but you know what I mean? You know, and it's just like just dry. Do you know what I'm saying? This is so moisturizing, okay? So this is by the brand called 9 Less. It's a Korean brand, which I've never really, I mean, I have tried a bit of Korean hair care before, but nothing massive. And like when I try this, I mean, you guys know if you follow my channel, like I'm all about Korean skincare, and they just know their stuff. Like they just know their stuff when it comes to skin, and now I really feel like with hair as well, they just know. Like this is the best hair serum I honestly think I've ever tried. Like when you apply this into your hair, I mean, firstly, it has got oils in it. I haven't got the ingredients on here, but it's got a bit of shea butter in there as well. But it is like a serum, so it's not like a cream, it is a serum. You can kind of see it on my hand there. And honestly, like it doesn't make your hair greasy. It's just so nourishing, and it makes your hair just feel silky. That's really what it does. And oh, if you suffer with dry hair, this is the product to try, honestly. Like honestly, as soon as I apply that into my hair and then like run my hands through, oh, my hair just feels instantly better. Like it just feels hydrated, silky, soft, but also very weightless and not greasy. Do you know what I mean? Like I apply this every single day, and it doesn't weigh my hair down or like start making it feel like heavy and greasy. Like, oh, just really, really good. So I wanted to give that a mention. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is actually a new moisturizer that I've been trying. So this is a good recommendation for any of you guys who are acne prone, definitely, but also maybe have like normal to oily skin, and are looking for something that maybe is a little bit more lightweight in texture, or maybe with that the more warmer months coming up, you just want to find something a little bit more lighter on your skin. I've been really, really impressed with this. This is the Bubble Cloud Surf Water Cream Moisturizer. Honestly, it's just very basic, but it really does do the job. I've really enjoyed using this on my skin. It doesn't clog your pores. It has no pore cloggers in it. It's been sitting on my skin really well. Hasn't been making me like crazy oily. It's nice and lightweight on the skin, but it does feel like it does offer moisture and hydration in my skin. Like my skin's felt really comfortable with this. And I just wanted to chuck it in because I know for all of my acne prone gals and guys out there, I know how hard it is finding good moisturizers that actually just suit, you know, your skin and don't cause breakouts and make things worse, etc. So I wanted to just give this a recommendation in case anyone's looking for a new moisturizer good for an acne prone skin. Okay, so they are all the wellness favorites that I wanted to speak about in today's video. In the comments below, let me know like what your favorite like wellness thing you've discovered is. You know, like it could be an app, it could be a product, it could be anything that you feel like has just really enhanced your well-being, or it could even be like a tip or a hack. Do you know what I mean? Something that's like really just changed the game for you and helped you out recently. Let me know in the comments, because not only is that really good, obviously inspiration for me, because I can see what you guys are discovering. There might be things that I haven't come across, but also it's great inspiration for all of us watching it, and we can see what everyone else is discovering, and we can continue, do you know what I mean, to introduce new things to each other. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel to don't miss any future videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.